Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday at 5 o'clock, so that means it must be time for the News Happy Hour. I am one of your hosts, Stephanie.
I, too, am one of your hosts, Jonathon.
And it is a happy hour in every sense of the word. Cheers, everyone. Here's to the week
Here.
being over. Finally, Friday. And what a week it has been. What are you drinking?
Sake.
I'm enjoying a Pinot Grigio this afternoon. We hope you guys are enjoying something. So the bar's right there. So by all means, go and get yourself a drink and tell us all about it.
Yes.
What has been going on?
You said Chardonnay?
Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio. Is that your drink of choice?
Yeah, it usually is.
Wow.
It
I don't know,
is.
you seem like you'd like something, I don't know, a little bit more hardcore than that, because you're so badass.
Well, I'm old now, so I have to. You have to do something. You have to make some changes when you hit certain milestones in your life.
Oh man,
So I don't even remember the last time I did like a shot of tequila or Jack Daniels or anything like that.
Wow.
I mean, my powers of recuperation they're low.
God, I remember the last time I had a shot of bourbon. It was, geez.
Over the weekend, last weekend.
Oh, it was about 12, 13 hours ago.
Oh man. So how was your week?
You know, my week was good. I got a lot of work done, booked a big commercial for let's call it an imprint company. You know, those companies that
Oh my God, are
put
you
logos on cups and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm certain. Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. So that'll be fun. Because, anybody in entertainment, I don't care if it's radio, commercial, Broadway, whatever. I think we always assume that the last gig we did was the last gig we'll ever do.
Right.
And so it's like, well, that's it.
That's it.
I'm out.
I'm poor now. That's
Yep.
I'm done.
So it's always nice to celebrate when you get that next one.
Well, happy grocery buying. That's exciting.
Right? I don't even see that as money anymore. I see it as like, well, that's going to be the lunch meat. That's going to be the microwave dinners.
It is like that. It's crazy. Well, I had lunch with my 85-year-old mother.
Oh, wow. How's she doing?
Yeah, she's doing good. She's very feisty. For the first time, I've got her to I have to drive her up to North Carolina with a van full of crap.
She's moving?
Well, she spends her time between Florida and North Carolina. And she's very tricky. Like, we'll say we're making plans for a Wednesday to leave and drive to North Carolina. And sure as shit, she'll leave on Tuesday and call me from there going, I'm already here. So
why would she do that?
because she's feisty and she doesn't want to admit that she needs help. I wonder who that will sound like.
Not me.
Nope.
'Cause I'd be like, help.
So we've got to go to her storage area and get all the stuff out and see what is going up to North Carolina in March.
Oh, that is not fun. I do not like
Funny.
storage areas.
Me on the road with my mother heading up in her Prius.
At least you're going to get good gas mileage. Are those things as economical as they say
They actually are very economical.
So
now
to fill
my
it
Ford
up.
van will be behind us. Gary will be in the van.
Oh,
So all the savings will level out as we go, but
doesn't do any good if you're following
I know.
with a cargo
12,
van.
12 miles to the gallon is right behind me, but it should work out. Oh, I think it's more. I think it's a little more than that, but really not much. I bet it's not much.
What's the Prius?
Oh my God, it must be like 40 or 50.
Wow.
Some ridiculous thing. Because it goes in between, in between gas and electric.
Yeah. Now you've seen all these fully electric cars around here.
Yes.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. The self-driving ones. I like driving. I don't want to give that up to a robot. But B, I just feel like it's easier to, I don't know, bring a gas tank with you or to stop at a gas station, which is pretty much everywhere. But if you run out of juice in your
I mean,
electric car, you're
yeah,
stuck.
for a while. It takes longer to charge that than it does to fill your gas tank.
Oh, right. It takes like an hour to fill up your car. Who's
Yeah,
got
so what are
that
you
kind
gonna
of time?
do? You got to sit there?
It, it's almost like, you have to leave an hour before or an hour
Yes.
earlier than you would, just
You
so you
have to
can stop
factor that in to your
and try.
travel time.
Yeah, like that's inconvenient.
It is. Well, and cars are quite frankly entirely too smart. They really are.
Cars
Do
are.
we need them that smart? They're
No.
smarter than we are.
Well, so you say you saw that story of electric cars. I think it was Teslas that would be in self-driving mode and just stop in the middle of the freeway, causing pileups that are like 8 cars long.
And like running into walls and, you know, other cars and all this kind of stuff. I mean, we can't even handle the GPS quite well yet.
Right,
We
right.
take instructions from a woman in your car. We call her Betty, as our GPS lady. And sometimes she tells you to go in some screwed up way, and people just go.
Mm-hmm.
They
I'm
don't
one of those
question it at
people.
all. It happened this week in Colorado. Some idiot listening to their GPS took a wrong turn and ended up on a fucking slope. They had to get a they had to get a tow truck out there to get the car off the slope so people could ski.
Can you imagine like steering around the flags?
Wasn't there a moment where you said to yourself, there is no road? You know what I mean? If we
Oh
haven't even
no.
mastered that, have we? Is it really such a great idea to go right into fully automated?
I don't know.
Oh,
I can tell you this much. I've been skiing
what a week.
once in my life. Once. And I
Me
was
too,
I was
actually.
terrified. I actually never did the downhill with 2 skis. I couldn't do it. It was too
Nope.
scary looking.
Me neither.
I did cross country,
Oh,
just
reach.
just in a circle with those like snowshoe looking things.
Yeah.
Um, but can you imagine you're going down the slope and you're already scared that you're going to fall, and you look behind you and and there's like a Toyota Tercel or something just coming down the slope behind you. Like if you fall, you're going to get hit by a car.
Yeah, exactly. I think
That's
that's insane.
terrible.
How stupid is that person?
Ugh.
I'm hoping there was a hot toddy involved or something like that. To have some kind of a valid excuse, but
Hopefully they had the best time anyway. Did they
well, I hope that,
make
they always tell you to travel with some snacks and a blanket when you're driving in the snow. So,
break any records?
what's that?
I wonder if they broke any records on time getting down that hill.
They weren't moving anymore after a while. You should see the
Oh
picture.
God. You know what? I'll pull it up. Car gets stuck on ski slope.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. It's an Audi,
Is
the
that what
black
it
Audi.
is?
Yeah, with an Audi is the car with the black rings on the logo. Uh,
Okay.
Here it's this one. I'll
Like I
share
drive
it right
Audi the
here.
road. Sorry. Dumb.
Well done. Well done. Gold star.
You're serving cheese here as well.
It is this one.
Look at that.
Yeah.
How the hell did you get there, dude?
Well, if the GPS said turn right, they listened and went right down the mountain.
And that's exactly what they
Years.
did. They totally said that the GPS led them in a weird way. You think? And they followed it. Now we've used the GPS in like the backwoods of like the South, going through Georgia or Tennessee, and you end up going in some weird ways where you think maybe the GPS is setting you up to be robbed or
Oh
something.
no.
But we have never been tempted to drive off of the paved road. Like if she said to do that, we would question that. Like that might not be right. Recalibrating, you know what I mean?
Look, I mean, it's like it's nowhere
I mean,
near the road. It's nowhere near it.
they had to go cross country skiing just to get over there. How stupid is that?
Oh boy. Well, we certainly hope that no one was hurt except for maybe a little kick in the ego.
There you go. Just a little pride.
Then
They're
again,
fine.
it was Colorado,
Yeah.
so with all of that, recreational legal greenery out there, maybe that had a small hand
I think that's a good guess.
in continuing to drive out into the mountain. Like,
Because I mean, they're like out there. They're not like on the edge in the woods or anything.
oh
They're out
man.
there. Crazy, crazy,
And
crazy.
that's a
So,
really nice car too.
yeah, it was.
What it
Yep.
was. Oh, money is
Very
wasted on the
nice.
rich, I tell you.
I know it. So the Golden Globes was Sunday night. I did not watch it Sunday night because I don't like to stay up that late. So I watched it on Paramount Plus like a couple days later.
Hmm.
It was so good.
Was it?
Oh my, did you actually watch it or you didn't watch
No,
it?
to be honest, I didn't even know it was happening. I'm so out of touch these days in
I
my
love
middle
to watch the
age.
clothes. I love the like when they're walking in. I love all of that, the red carpet stuff. I love that.
Do you? Do you
I
think
really
you have
do
a,
actually. I look at the outfits all the time. Used to have cocktails with my friends and we would sit there and tear them all up and all that stuff.
you just like making fun
Absolute
of them?
blast. Now I've got Gary doing it. Oh my God, what is that dress? As he's downing his Budweiser.
Now that
It's
is something I
great.
would love to see video of.
Pretty funny.
This ensemble just doesn't play well.
Oh, that construction is all wrong. Demi Moore's dress, is it Demi or Demi?
I think I think she pronounces it Demi.
Demi.
Demi. I think it's
Demi.
Demi.
Okay.
But I don't think it matters because we all know who you're talking about. And
She
she'll
won her very first major accolade, her very first award,
oh,
like an Oscar, Emmy, whatever. So she won her very first Golden Globe, first time she was ever recognized for a role in a movie for
really?
substance. Yeah, yep. And she said that a producer told her a long time ago that she was a popcorn actress, that she was gonna like the kinds of accolades that you would get with an Oscar or an Emmy or a Golden Globe were never gonna be there for her, but she'll be commercially successful. And
I'd be
she
like,
got some of
thank
the
you.
biggest movies. I mean, Ghost, A Few Good Men. I mean,
I, I see that as a compliment. If someone ever said that to me, I'd be like, oh my God, thank you so much.
but
Thank you.
she is good.
She's
Though.
great.
So I find it hard to believe that. And she's 61 years old, by the way.
What?
My age. She is my same age.
Really?
Yep. If I had an amazing plastic surgeon, I would look like that.
Isn't she the one that was married to Ashton Kutcher?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So she was talking about how she'd never gotten any recognition. And she had somebody say to her, when you're feeling, there's going to be a lot of times when you're feeling like you're not enough. You're not enough of an actress. You're not enough of a wife or a mother, or, you're not enough. You're not where you should be in your life and all that kind of stuff. And she goes, you need to know this. You will never be enough, but you'll never know your true worth until you throw away the measuring stick. Friggin' love that. Stop
repeat that.
measuring yourself against other people.
You'll never be enough. But
You
what?
never know your own worth unless you get rid of the measuring stick. Stop comparing yourself to other people because you are not other people. You are you, and you're going to do things at your pace. And to compare your life to you're also, when you're comparing your life to other people's, you're comparing it to a very polished up version that they put on Facebook,
That's
not
true.
the real life. So, you know what I mean? But I just really like that. Put away I tend to beat myself up a lot of times for stuff. And it reminded me that that's not good.
No, no,
What
it's
scale
not.
am I judging myself on? Not the right one.
It's like we make up deficits and issues and problems for ourselves,
We do.
And I
We do.
think social media has a lot to do with that, like you
I do
said,
too. I do too.
because people post things people post the best of the best moments of themselves, right?
Yes.
I don't think we'd want to see, or maybe we do. Maybe there's something we could come up with, like a social media for reality, where you
Yeah.
just you look the way you normally look, not always so glamorous. I don't know, but
Well, I
I
think a lot of
think
that's coming out since Pamela Anderson stopped wearing makeup. And she was there too. She was nominated for a Golden Globe. Whoever saw that coming?
she
She did a
stopped
movie
wearing
called The
makeup
Last. Yeah, she did. She stopped wearing makeup
just completely.
completely. Completely stopped wearing makeup.
Well, you know, I have to look this up now.
And really, the sec she stopped wearing makeup, and now she is at the biggest point of her career ever. I mean, Pamela Anderson has been nominated for a Golden Globe. Think about that.
Which
It's got
one?
nothing to do with her globes.
Which which Pamela Anderson are we talking
We're
about?
talking about Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson.
Like Baywatch?
Yes. Yes. There'll be a picture of her from the Golden Globes. You maybe if you saw any of it,
Okay.
you might not have even recognized her. It looks so different.
No
Yes.
way. Is
Way.
this her? Oh, you'll know in a second. Let me pull it up. Um,
Doesn't look anything like her.
Not
And like the
at
Pamela Anderson you
all.
think about.
Here, take a look at this. This is insane. There's no way that's her.
Yeah, that's
That's
her.
her.
That's her. So
Wow.
she'll go to an awards show, which she's been at many because her film was doing really, really well. And the hair is kind of done. She's got a most like fabulous dress on and not a lick of makeup. As my mom would say, honey, you need a little lipstick. But
I
what a change.
I have no idea who that is.
I know it, right? And she's being taken a little more seriously.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. Very impressive.
Did she talk about why she decided to do that?
Because she is getting older and she doesn't give a shit. Doesn't want to do that anymore. She's not going to be a slave to that anymore. Um, she's just
Wow.
embracing being an older woman and all that kind of stuff, I suppose.
Well, way to
So I
go.
think that's very brave, and I think that her career has completely changed
I
now.
mean, she looks great.
Yeah, she doesn't look
Wait,
like Pamela Anderson though.
I mean,
And
that's
even the way she dresses has totally changed. It's a lot more conservative than she used to dress. So pretty impressed.
good for her. So,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were getting into fashion and stuff. Do
I
you?
have always loved fashion, actually. One of my first majors in college was fashion merchandising. Fashion.
I think I did know that though. Yeah. Did you
Oh,
ever do
I
any
love
work in
it.
that field
I did not.
other than I guess like retail?
Yeah, a lot of that. A lot of that.
So, we talking about Golden Globes and fashion. I wonder, Ms. Fashion Merchandising degree holding person.
I didn't get the
Um,
degree, but I changed it to marine biology.
what?
I
Did you
did.
really?
I did. And then I ended up with a degree in humanities.
And then you go into radio,
I know. After a bunch of retail. I know, it's bizarre.
but you did well in radio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's because you're so diverse in your knowledge and experiences.
See?
Well, see,
The ones with the most tricks in their bag win at the end.
well, apparently that's
Now,
very good.
Zendaya got engaged. That's another big news from the Golden
Oh boy,
Globes.
she sure did.
Yeah.
And I never get too excited about celebrity gossip and celebrity relationships. But you know what I liked about this whole I was going to say Tom Collins.
Oh,
Hold on, let me take another sip.
I'll drink to that.
What I liked about the Tom Holland Zendaya engagement is that they did it in a very classy, subtle, private way. And you can tell it was really for them more
Do
than
you know how
for
he
the
proposed?
press.
I didn't hear about that.
So it was at one of her family's homes here in
Okay.
the US, and it was not a huge gathering. Um, and he gave her a ring that is from a really famous designer. I think her name is Jessica McCormick or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
It's a $25,000 5.02 carat ring. Not that I remember any details or anything. And
Uh-huh. I saw the
and
picture of it. It is
uh-huh.
beautiful, but it's not crazy. Like
Right.
it's not one of those giant, ridiculous 9 carat, totally looks fake rings.
I mean,
It's very understated and beautiful.
it's 25 grand.
Well, and think of how gaudy that could be.
It
And it's not at all. That stone must be amazing.
I think it was one of those like lab grown
Was it really?
ethically for 25,000. Yeah, they're much cheaper because normally I'm trying to find the
At
ring.
5 carats, I suppose that would be true.
That would be a lot of money.
Hmm.
But the interesting thing I could tell you is they didn't make it a big social media thing.
No.
And Tom Holland said he's going to retire
Oh,
and
is he
just focus.
really?
He said he's going to retire because they're both 28 now. They're getting up there in
Oh
the
my
later
God, so
years.
old.
Right,
Oh,
right.
I was exhausted because I was
They're
out all night.
right, right. I don't think he's going to retire. But the thing that I think is the weirdest, though, did you know they got tattoos of
I
each
heard
other's
that.
initials? Yeah,
That's
Zendaya.
cute, I guess. And they're
You
really
think that's
tiny, I
cute?
suppose.
Yeah, but I don't know. Zendaya has a small T
Yeah,
tattooed under one of her armpits, and
that's kind of
Tom
strange.
has a Z, I think, just above his rib cage. It's
Well,
interesting.
here's what I think about that's a very non-committal tattoo, okay? Because it's very easy to turn one of those into something else if you break up.
Ah,
So
ah.
I would maybe it's going to be more elaborate as time goes on, or I don't know. I thought they've been together for a long time,
It's been a few years. Yeah,
like in
yeah.
Hollywood years, right?
Well, in Hollywood years, it's been a few lifetimes. But I just think what I think is great is that the focus can be on what I would call a positive celebrity
Oh
rather
yeah,
than all of this talk about Diddy and all these other people that are
I
just,
know.
they're just awful individuals. I think I think Zendaya and Tom Holland now they kind of have a responsibility. I mean, one of them is literally Superman. You kind of have a
Yeah, really.
response, not Superman, Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
whatever. Well, let me have some more.
Yeah.
They have a responsibility to kind of set the example for young people.
Well, I thank
I
God for
think that's
people like
important.
them, Taylor Swift, other people that are not, being naked and
Right.
bugging people and doing all kinds of nefarious things and stuff like that. Do we really need to do that?
Right. They're classy. They're classy. Take a look at
Uh-huh.
that. I mean, that's understated. Now
Oh,
I'll tell you, Tom Holland though, like the guy's not poor. Okay?
no.
He's not poor. He ain't buying those like discount books, so he can get two for ones anywhere. So $25,000 to him is probably like, if regular people like us went out and spent $85 on a
Well,
ring.
I spent a short time working in a jewelry store, one of my many professions, and I can tell you that what I told my customers was the engagement ring is only diamond number one. So
Ah,
as you go into your life together, you're going to add a wedding ring. In 10 years, you're going to add a band. And I mean, it never ends. There's always a way to add more diamonds. So you don't have to start with a gigantor diamond, that's
that's true.
ridiculous. It's
That's
going to
true.
overshadow everything else. You know what video you should find? Remember that lip sync battle show that LL Cool J did with Chrissy Teigen? You don't
No.
remember this show? Zendaya and
Mm-mm.
Tom Holland were on it, competing against each other.
Oh my.
He won by doing a Rihanna song, something about umbrellas.
It's
It
called
is, well, I
Umbrella,
bet it's
right?
called Umbrellas.
I
His
think it's just called
performance
Umbrella.
of that song is fucking amazing. She is cracking up. A lot of people say that is the moment she fell in love with him because she is just laughing her ass off. And he, wow.
They're so high on this mountain that I feel like as much as America loves them right now, they're waiting for that wrong turn when they drive down a ski slope and end up just being the laughing stock.
Oh,
And I don't want that to happen.
well, I think both of them have been in this business for a very, very long time. And so I don't,
A very long, they're 28.
Zendaya's been doing this forever.
What
I
else
remember
has
she
she been
worked, I
in?
don't know if she did something with Disney, but I remember seeing her in some Zit Cream commercial. And I was like, who in the hell is this girl? And she said her name, which I remember that because it's kind of a memorable name. And then years and years and years and years later, she was in some kiddie show for a
Huh.
while, like a Disney, Nickelodeon, I don't know, a kids channel kind of a thing.
Okay.
Um, and then I think she was some other character for a long time. Then she branched out into all these like sexy movies and stuff. She just did that one Challenger where she's like in a threesome.
What?
Yeah.
I I missed that.
I'm not watching that. It's about
I
tennis.
that it's about tennis.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to play tennis, and I'm still gonna miss that. But congratulations, Tom and Zay Zay, and
Yeah.
many happy years to you. Don't screw it up. You have a
Can't wait to see
responsibility.
what you're going to wear at the wedding. Can't wait.
Maybe Tom will bring back his umbrella outfit.
Ooh.
You never
I
know.
think somebody needs to dress like that for her bachelorette party and do that dance again.
Yeah, yeah. And if you want to see more performances like Tom's, just visit any drag club in any city, and probably starting around 9 p.m. with a 2 drink minimum,
Be the funnest show you
you
go
can
to
see
in
it.
that town, I'll bet. Just saying, they're
Bet
pretty
it.
fun.
They're fun. They're fun. So
Good
wow,
times.
that is a good time, and I'm glad that they had good spirits about it. They were good sports with that,
Yeah.
and just like I said, don't mess this up, you
I
guys.
hope they don't. I'm happy for them. Then someday they'll be married as long as myself and Gary.
How long have you guys
Oh,
been
the
married?
love. We've been married 11 years.
No.
Yep. And
I
we've been
remember
together for 14.
what?
What?
I
What
re
do you mean? Oh, almost. He's sitting over here going, not yet. Because it's in March.
I
The end of
remember
March will be.
you met him at that bike event.
We didn't actually meet at that bike event, even though there are pictures of you and I sitting on his bikes.
Yeah.
We did not meet that day. Isn't that weird?
But you're telling
There
me
were a
that was
couple of
over
things that we were at the same event and we did not meet until
and
I saw him at my brother-in-law's sign shop. That's where I met him.
at Snappy Signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was over 14 years ago?
Yeah. It was.
Oh God.
Matter of fact, I think it was like January 20 something was our first date. So that's coming up.
What are you gonna do for your first date anniversary? First date
Probably,
anniversary.
nothing. We'll have a nice meal. Go for a
Hey,
walk on the beach.
there you go. With low
You know,
expectations comes low disappointment, I guess, or
yeah,
no
yeah.
disappointment.
So it's a
Wow.
good time.
Well, that's all the
So
news I got. Anything going
yeah,
on in
well, that's
your?
okay. I mean, I got to go cook Gary dinner because I want to stay married and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna have to run home.
So that's the show. Then it's time to leave
Yeah,
the bar.
yeah. Got to drink up. There we go. Well, everybody have a fantastic week.
Bye.
Sure has been fun. Everybody drive safe. And we'll see you next Friday for News Happy Hour. Have a good one.